As much as possible, you want to do this with gloves on, but because we're Pinoy gamers and we're Filipino technicians, we don't need gloves. Okay, Chong, so the first thing you're going to do is get your board out, and you would want to remove the protective cover from your board because you don't want to lose this, because just in case you want to change it, this is the only thing that can protect the processor part of your board from getting any dust and any damage. Now guys, do not touch this part. This is where your processor goes in. If those pins, any of those pins there get bent, then your motherboard is not going to. As much as possible, you want to do this with gloves on, but because we're Pinoy gamers and we're Filipino technicians, we don't need gloves. We can do this very gently, very carefully. It's slippery, so that. Now, this processor has edges like so, and that is your indicator that this is the side that will have to fit in your board. So normally those edges would go onto that top part. So very carefully place them on there for it to fit. Perfect. Now you see these are standard contacts. But if you are going to replace your heatsink or processor for any reason, I have the standard gray thermal paste that I use, and I apply it on top of the, see this is small, those gray gooey stuff. What it does, it acts as a bridge to conduct the heat from the processor into the fan so it can siphon the heat out. Now how do you attach that? So first you put the flap down like so, very carefully, like that, and you will see that it has that screw there. You have to push this lever down so that it fits snugly onto the board, and hook it under. This way, the processor is now snapped in and would not move in place. And then take the wire out, the fan wire out. And the trick is you want to position your fan in a way that it's not all coiled out. So you have to think of wire management and look for the socket that would fit this plug. It has 4 square holes in it, and you just have to find it in this board. In this case, that right there is your fan socket. Right there. 4 pins. And what you gotta do is you have to position the fan and plug it in. Like so. There you go. Now how do you attach these fans? Your motherboard has 4 holes in it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you remember the way that I unscrewed the motherboard from the tower, you have to go diagonal. So you want to get these pins here inserted into those holes from the upper left corner first, and then next would be the lower right. Or vice versa, whichever you want to do. Go. Press down, turn. That locks it. And then press down, you hear that snap, and then turn. When you turn, it actually locks it in place in these little pins right here. That locks it in place. Move the other corners, and then lock. And the last corner. Make sure that they're all plunged in. As you can see, these 2 are not plunged in properly, so you have to make sure that it's like this. best way for you to check if it's properly embedded is that if you shake, if you wiggle it a little bit, it doesn't move an inch. It has to be solidly in place. See, now it's connected. Now you have your motherboard and processor set up. Next thing we're gonna do is can you do the honors of giving me the HyperX? Okay, now Hail Hydra, cut off one head. Who will take his place? Please give me the HyperX RAM card. First one, first HyperX. Now the thing that you have to remember when you're putting in a RAM module onto a board is that they have these brakes there. And you just have to make sure that on the board, you also follow the brake in those slots. So you must put it in the same place. So to demonstrate, there you go. So you know it's in place if it also doesn't budge. You get the first slot in, first HyperX, and why don't you put the second one? So premium. Feels so premium. Okay, there you go. It's snug. You heard it snap. And if you're going to take a look from this angle, this is how it looks like. Now, the reason why we put it together like this first before we attached it to the tower is that these parts need to be in place and properly in place before we screw it in. Because the next thing that we're going to plug in here would be the hard drive and, of course, the source of power. GTX 1050 Ti.
Hey Jones, moment of truth. Let's see if this baby powers up. Take two. There's light. There is light over there. What's that? Running. Power there. Again, moment of truth. Wires removed from the fan. Power test. Please go. Alright, Chongs. We are now ready to see if this works. In 3, 2, 1. Fucking PC. What the? Oh shit. It's a dud. Try again. Okay, Jones, let's try again. I know. I did not attach the power cable to the processor.
You fool! I fucking knew it. I knew it.
Okay. This time it should work. You see, we're at VGA, the Sony Aquios TV, sharp Aquios TV, VGA connection, all cables are connected. Let's do this.
6.5 hours later.
It worked. Finally, 7 o'clock in the morning, we finally got it to work. Tutankhamun is dead. Trix is back. And we are now going to do the next step of the rig setup. We're gonna do the disk reformat with the new OS. So
Day 2.
okay, so day 2, and we figured out what went wrong with it, and we tried to apply some fixes, and let's see if it works.
It's a rainy Sunday night. We got this fixed. Hopefully, it'll work this time. You ready?
No.
Turn that on. Will it work?
Has to get the fucking splash screen.
Okay, Sundan. So we finally found out what happened. Basically, when he upgraded to his motherboard, he had a conflict with his original OS, which is a Windows 7. He didn't upgrade it to a Windows 10, so the new board is now having a problem communicating with the original OS that was installed in it. It's now a Windows 10, and just as a tip for you guys, if you are going to change your motherboard, make sure that we do a clean reformat. That's what we did. We had to reformat the disk, install a new OS, which is now Windows 10, and that made it work. So overall, the build, what did we get? We got the motherboard. We got the GTX 1050 Ti, Strix gaming, 2 HyperX RAM modules.
We got an i5 processor.
Yeah, we got the i5 processor, 6th gen, I believe. And then we have an A4 Tech keyboard and a mouse, which all amounts to about right below 29,000 all in all for this build to work. Okay, Chongs, that takes care of it. That was our very first Pinoy style rig building video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to check out the items that we got, I'm going to put them in the link in the description below. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. This is Trixter and this is Gori, and we will catch you guys next time. Gori.